Tom Hanks is back with another project for Apple TV Plus. The movie is called Finch. Of course, it was last summer that he had the movie Greyhound that premiered on Apple TV Plus as well. Now, on a sidebar, Hollywood, like, get your act together. Like, I know this movie was supposed to be released by Universal Pictures in theaters in like the fall of 2020, and because of delays, it was finally sold to Apple TV. But I mean, Tom Hanks is having projects on Apple TV Plus. Sandra Bullock has another movie for Netflix. But Hollywood, these are your two big stars that people will leave their house, drive to a theater, sit in a theater, sit their butt in a seat, and watch on a movie screen. And they're doing projects for Apple TV Plus and Netflix. Like, come on, Hollywood, get your act together and like get these things released in theaters. I know they're being paid a crap load of money to do it for like Netflix and Apple TV, but I mean, come on, like. Hollywood, like, you need these two stars to be in movie theaters. But anyways, okay, so Finch. So it's funny, like, I mean, this is one of those movies where it's a movie star in a desolate time, you know, the world is ending, whatever, and they're pretty much by themselves. Like, we saw this with Will Smith in I Am Legend, kind of Sandra Bullock in Gravity. Who else? Matt Damon in The Martian. That's a really close comparison for Finch, even though Finch takes place on Earth. Matt Damon in The Martian is a pretty good comparison. But then, of course, Tom Hanks himself has already done this in Castaway, that brilliant movie Castaway. I cannot believe he did not win his third Oscar for that movie. And it's interesting that he has an easier time in Finch because in Castaway he literally had Wilson the volleyball, and then maybe you could say either the watch or the FedEx package. That's all he got to talk to. And this, he has a robot and he has a dog. So it's actually an easier time for Tom Hanks that he can, you know, communicate with someone much more easy than instead of Wilson the volleyball. And it's incredible how easy Tom Hanks makes this look. To pretty much be on a movie screen by yourself with the robot for the entire time, an hour and 45 minutes, he just makes it look easy. Some other actors, it'd be so tedious to watch this, but it's just a joy every single time to watch Tom Hanks on the screen. So yeah, another fantastic performance from Tom Hanks. It's a solid movie. I didn't love the movie. I especially thought the ending was a little bit heavy-handed, but it's a solid movie. But it's funny, I'm gonna give this movie a B+. And in Tom Hanks's filmography, that's like an also-ran movie. Like in anyone else's filmography, a B+ would be pretty high up there in terms of like their overall ranking of movies. But Tom Hanks, it's like he has so many classic movies. The list is endless. I really don't think there's a movie star that has more classic movies than Tom Hanks. So yeah, Finch is a solid film, B+, but yeah, it's not one of his classic films. The visual effects are incredible here. I fully expect it to be nominated for an Oscar. Like, I really couldn't tell what was real and what was fake. Obviously, they didn't turn an entire city into like this desolate, abandoned city, but it looks like that. So yeah, the visual effects are absolutely incredible. The story is solid. It gets a little bit slow, like I said, towards the end, and then yeah, it gets a little bit heavy-handed towards the end, but this is an enjoyable watch. Definitely check this out on Apple TV Plus. I don't really know how many people actually subscribe to Apple TV Plus, but Tom Hanks and Finch is definitely worth checking out. And yeah, if you don't have it yet, you can sign up, watch Finch, and then watch Greyhound as well. And then yeah, then you can maybe cancel after a month. But yeah, B+ for Finch.